Hi everybody, it's Julia here, and I am back with a new layout here on the little series of the one paper pad. So the paper pad is Take Me Away by Paige Evan for Pink Paisley, and this time I'm going to use the scale sort of mermaid, unicorn, I don't know what to call it. It's a scale background where I've added some white paint and then some gold Heidi shine on top. And I did that because on a previous layout I used the squares, and I saved this strip because I wanted to make sort of a tone-on-tone embellishment feature out of that, and it's very Paige Evans. So I thought I'm going to do it sort of my way. So I prepped my background because that takes forever to dry, and then I took that strip. And now I'm putting out a bunch of adhesive. That's good. Be prepared. So I'm going to put down this strip, and it has 5 different sort of colors. Now, 3 of them are colors, and then 2 of them are sort of colors, but I'm going to take out a specific color out of that. And to get some sort of continuity, I'm going to use some of the bigger embellishments. I'm going to start with that and having that on each of them. So you see on the first square here I have a pink window, and I also have a pink horse. Now, not all of this, I have to say, is from the paper pad. A lot of it is, but I also got on the AC Digital store, which is American Craft. They sell digital packs of their collections, and I got 2 element packs from this collection. So the horse and the book, you can see the flower pot and the banner, that is stuff I have printed and then fussy cut out. And I think for me, I really wanted to try it, and then I felt like I can get this paper pad to go a little bit further, having some more embellishments. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend it, especially if you have one of those cutting machines. It will make your life so easy to fussy cut these out. But I don't mind. I think it's really fun just to sit down and cut and like watch some good a TV show or something. I usually watch like Miss Marple or Miss Fisher or Father Brown. Yeah, I like murders, okay? So anyway, so that is also some stuff, but most of these stuff are from the paper pad that I have cut out. And if you want to see what papers I chose to do that, you can go back into this playlist, the Take Me Away playlist, and you can see, I think it's the first video where I go through and sort of make my embellishments. So what I'm doing now is I have this box with all the scraps from the collection and all the stuff I fussy cut and printed out, and I'm going through that to see and pulling out the stuff I think I want to use. And you can see that on the right side, that is a very organized pile. And what I'm doing here is I want to get this strip of paper, I want to get a lot of stuff here matched to the colors. And I also, the only other thing I've pulled out, and you can see that, is buttons. I hardly ever use buttons on my pages, but in this collection there was a pack of buttons, and I thought this is my cue to try to add some. And I think that is a really good tip, even if you don't challenge yourself to just use one paper pad, but if you have a collection that you really like, but then you feel like I'm not going to go out and buy whatever it is, you can take the cues from that collection and see if you have something at home. Maybe the collection has enamel dots. Well, maybe you have enamel dots that fits, or maybe they have buttons, or there's some ribbons, and maybe you have some ribbon that looks like that. So that is one of the tips that I have come up with anyway, going through this experience, is you can find a lot, and you don't need that much to get the feel from the collection. The only other thing I have from this collection is the phrase stickers or thickers, and I really wanted to use them. So here I'm going to use one of them to make a title, and it's going to be Take Me Away. So now sort of the major part on layout is done. I have added the enamel dots because I wanted to add some really like emphasizing the different colors here. And I've also used for my journaling, these are also from a paper that I've cut apart, and it's in that sort of quote-unquote embellishment videos. So what this layout is really about, if you haven't guessed it, is about Take Me Away, sort of going on adventures but in books. So on the purple one, I wrote down the books that I've read to this point, and I think I made it from like June or something, so like half year. So I wrote down the books that I've been reading, and then on the minty one, I decided to write about. Just going through and to see um, what I feel about, or for me, I think it's so amazing that you can sort of just read a book and then be transported into somewhere else, or to think like someone else, or to see what somebody else what they see or what they feel. I think that is quite amazing. And so I have a picture of the books, not all of them, but most of the books I've been reading for half the year, and then we have the title, and then this strip on the other side is sort of like windows into these books and how amazing it is to be able to read. I decided that I didn't like this stack of books having the purple on the blue. Anyway, but yeah, so that is my tip to, you can use a lot of embellishment, quote unquote. There's just paper and you can get a really dimensional look by that. My final tip for doing this is to add in different, so like enamel dot, buttons. I have used some felt bows here, but also don't be afraid to use foam tapes and like tissue paper and that kind of stuff to add in some texture. So yeah, I hope you liked this video and that I will see you soon.